What's up, North County? I'm your host, Randy Doty, and today we have Stacie Athon with Stacie Strong back in studio. Welcome.
Good morning.
Good.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for having
absolutely. Thanks for letting us be a part of this journey too.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
I hear so many people that have seen the interviews and are just like in awe about everything and how this whole journey, where this journey has started, and hopefully very soon we'll have news where this journey has ended. Right, but just amazing, and people are just in awe, and it just kind of floors me that there's so many people that don't know, that are unaware.
Yes,
you know,
and we appreciate being able to talk about it here because I don't think it's really readily available information. So
I'll be I said this at the first one. I was really apprehensive at the beginning because I don't like to talk about this kind of stuff, you know, and I think that's just the general consensus. You know, which is why things aren't talked about because people it's an uncomfortable.
Yes.
But it's kind of helped me kind of get into a position that I can talk. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
So, and I'm sure you've experienced that with a lot of people, family, friends, that it's hard for them to talk to you about this, just not knowing where, you know what I'm saying? You're very open.
And it's a sensitive topic, you know, it's something that people don't necessarily know what to say or how to say. It's almost like when you lose someone, you know, what do you say to that person? I'm sorry, that doesn't feel like it's relevant. So it is a hard thing, but I think just being able to be open and talk about it and explain what it looks like and trying to give people opportunity to actually understand is huge. So, yeah.
And I think, I mean, like mortality is something that nobody wants to talk about, right?
Yes.
But it also helps to bring awareness to, such as yourself, ways to not necessarily just accept it.
Right.
You know, which is what you did.
Right. Yes, it's an interesting concept because I think in this day and age, there is so many, this is it, you know, situations with cancer, you know, especially in standard care. When you get to a space where you're a stage 4 and they don't seem to have any other options, that is the option that they give you. So we've been really blessed to be able to look at different options and say, no, this isn't going to be our journey, or at least we're going to do everything in our power to find something different. So we're really excited to be able to share it now, being on this side of it, and be able to share the choices and the things and the reasons why we went down this road. And, you know, we're blessed to be in a space now that we're in a really, you know, really good space with it all. So
Stacie, have you always been like this? Has this been your whole life as to where you're just like, hey, I'm not taking that for an answer? Or did this kind of change you a little bit?
Yeah, you know, I feel like life was just life. It was easy. I was in my early 30s when I was diagnosed. So at that point, life had been pretty simple. You know, I met my husband, we had dated, everything was pretty normal, like an early 30-year-old, late 20-year-old. Cody and I, you know, were starting our life together. There wasn't a lot of conflict or things pushing back that was going to determine our life future. And I would have to say, you know, my mom fought twice and I saw her fight, and there was no just giving up or, you know, letting this take over. And I think that really drove me to move forward. And then obviously the support, I have to say, is one of the main reasons too. Everyone came alongside and fought with me. If I were to be all on my own doing this, I don't think the outcome would have been the same.
And obviously, mindset, positive emotions, positive influence has a lot, has a lot of effect on you as well.
Absolutely, yes.
Tell me about that.
It's been a choice. I think I might have mentioned before at the last show that we were on. You know, I allow myself a 24-hour period because I think it's really important to sit in your feelings. I don't think it's really healthy to just push everything aside. You know, this is a really heavy journey, and there are things that you mentally and emotionally need to work through. But sitting in that space does not serve me personally, and I don't feel like I gain anything from being in a negative space. So when I would get bad news or hear that the scans, you know, were not clear, I would allow myself those 24 hours to sit and be sad and depressed. And if I needed to just be low and during that time, but the next day it's like, but now we have a job, and the job is to fight this. And that's kind of how I just combat all of it up until, you know, we did get the news that the scans were clear. And, you know, through my faith and my family and my husband and the support, it's not been a difficult choice. It's like giving up and giving in and letting this take over was never an option. That has not been an option for me. There was just too much opportunity. And, we had the opportunity with Dr. Von Schaefer, and she was a huge component to that too, because she gave us hope. So if we hadn't had the avenues that we have had, in the fact that we had hope through Dr. Von Schaefer, and me seeing such a huge transformation within the first few months. I mean, when I was down there initially, I could barely breathe. I could barely talk. I couldn't walk upstairs. I was in so much pain from the inflammation. And that changed within the first 4 to 6 weeks I was there. And it was like, bam, we're doing this, and we're fighting, and we're not giving up. And that was really what I needed to push to get to the next space. And, it took 19, 20 months of treatment, and the ups and the downs and the goods and the bad, but there was always, an eye on the prize. And we're still there. We're still working towards that, that end game or maintenance game that we could really stay on top of.
I know, I can tell, I just met your mom this morning, which is awesome. I can tell where you get your, your energy from. She's very energetic.
Yes.
And you guys have a very strong faith foundation.
Yes.
At any point at the beginning, did you just, why me? Why? I mean, how was that? I mean, that battle seems like it'd be a pretty big one.
I get that question a lot. And what I usually say is, why not me? I mean, it hits everybody. I know a young, beautiful little girl that's 8 years old, and she's, fighting brain cancer. Why her, But at the end of the day, cancer doesn't discriminate, and it hits anybody and everybody. And yes, for me, it's hard because I don't have any genetic markers, which means, a lot of times it runs in a family, or they have the gene, or, they get tested, and it's like, aha, this is why. I don't have any of that. My mom had a different type of cancer, we believe. So we don't know if it's necessarily related. Probably, might be a gene that's not been discovered. But
so there's a gene that you can test for to see if you're whether you're going to get it or your likelihood of getting it.
You're likely. So it's genetic testing that is available now. And there are different genes. BRCA gene is probably one of the most well-known, but there's different genes that can be tested. And if you're positive, it's likely, or there's more of a possibility that someone in your female line or male, some males can actually get breast cancer too, believe it or not, but it's more likely to have that occur. So I did genetic testing. My mom did genetic testing. I believe my sister even did genetic testing.
Before or after you were diagnosed?
My mom before. I'm looking off the screen only because she's here. And everything is negative. So, that is a interesting aspect where it's like, well, then why? But you know what, Randy? I have not gone there because cancer is a part of my journey, and I've really seen some beautiful relationships and some beautiful growth, and I've seen things come together. I've seen miracles. I've seen, for my faith, it's grown substantially, and it's a choice to see the good or see the bad,
or react to it.
Or react to it. And I don't like being unhappy. It doesn't serve me to be in a negative space. It actually makes me feel worse. So knowing that about myself, and I am not perfect. I have days, I have moments, I have spaces that I want to crawl into a hole, but it just doesn't make me feel any better. And so at the very beginning, when, I got diagnosed and we thought this was just going to be a 6-month thing, I fully believed, if you were to ask me when I got diagnosed, yep, we're going to hit this, we're going to move on, and this is going to be a story, because that's how my mom did it. She, got cancer, did treatment, it was good. She got it again, she did treatment, it was good, and then she's lived her life now for years. So I was like, yeah, I get a couple months off work, we're going to do treatment, I'm going to lose my hair, that's going to be weird, and then we're going to move on, and then it came back, and that's when it was like, okay, this has to be a choice and a lifestyle change. And we've talked about the diet, and we've talked about just, really having to make this commitment. And through that is also the commitment to stay positive and move forward.
Because you look at cancer and you look at, some of the whys, does things affect it? Like, I take smokers. Smoke all your life.
Makes sense.
No lung cancer.
Right.
They might not get it. Somebody that never smoked, they gain lung cancer.
Yes.
You know, and it's like I said, I didn't know about the gene part of it, and I'm sure you've probably learned a lot about this and different. And tell me again, the type of cancer that you had?
Triple negative breast cancer.
Triple negative breast cancer.
Which basically means it can grow and spread without having any receptors. So it's a really hard to treat type of breast cancer, because if there's a reason why it spreads and grows, then they can fight that reason. But with triple negative, they don't have a lot of research or knowledge as to why or how to combat it. So a lot of times it doesn't respond to treatment. In my case, it didn't. I do have friends that it did, and it, responded like that, but there is an opportunity for it to not respond at all. So then you're just getting treatment and you're doing all the things and you're hoping it's working, and the body's not responding to it at all. So it can be very tricky. But yes, not knowing why, I know Dr. Von Schaefer is a huge component to environment, and I believe that she's right in that aspect. The food we eat, the environment, the water we drink, the air we breathe, all of that is a component, and we all have cancer cells in our bodies, but some people it never activates. Other times it does. So it's a tricky thing.
It's really interesting, which I love talking to her. I felt very adolescent to her.
Me too.
I was afraid to ask certain questions because I was afraid I wasn't going to understand the answer.
She's great because we're all that way.
But she was super awesome.
Yeah.
And she really explained it in a lot of anybody could understand.
Yes.
Which was awesome. And she seemed very. She seems like she fought her own battles to where she's at being in the medical world.
Absolutely. She's on her own. She really is. A lot of people are starting to see her work that are in the integrative world, but she's really jumped in, and she's a step above in the fact that she does the full service. So she'll do the chemo and she'll do the things, but very, very differently. So if you look at integrative medicine, they're kind of an all or nothing. It's like, okay, they do a lot of supplements, but they're not going to go into the chemotherapies and things like that. And she's found a way to be able to effectively do both, which is just really outstanding. We got to get her back on because she loved being here. She really did.
I definitely want to, because like I said, it's just such an interesting story. Your story and journey is super interesting. And then to have the treating doctor, your physician, that you had stepped away from traditional medicine, traditional physicians, traditional paths that were taught and told to go down to, into this whole dark area. Maybe dark's not the word for it, but unknown area of this person, this doctor that has alternative ways. And that's worked. That's helping. That is extended where you're at versus what they given you 3 years ago.
Right. No, I would not be here. I've had multiple doctors. I did start seeing an integrative doctor up in Portland while I'm home. He does very generic, just immune boosting therapies. And we had a conversation recently, and he's like, you would not be here, from his experience. And I've heard that from other medical doctors. And it's like, I know that, but it's incredible to think that because of this journey, we have made these strides, and it's very exciting, and that's why I'm so happy to be here, because I want to share. Not many people know that there's options, and the finances are huge, which is why we're doing Stacie Strong. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say that it's an easy pull, but we've made it work, and by God's grace, here we are.
and that's really what, with the support of your friends, the support of this golf tournament that's coming up June 9th. Which I'm gonna tap into this just real quick because we're on it.
Let's do it.
So you still only have one foursome left, right?
Yes, I just got confirmation from our director. We actually have 2 left, but that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
So
2 foursomes left, and we will be completely sold out. So,
that's
which is
awesome.
awesome. This is the first year that we've sold out. We're going to project that. We're going to sell out. So if anyone's, interested or wanting to hop on board, now's the time.
So Stacie, tell me about the partnership with Sabe's Wings. So tell me
Yeah.
the importance of this.
Yes.
And how this came about.
We actually, when I was re-diagnosed, we were looking at huge medical bills. I will not, sugarcoat that. It's very, very substantial. And my mother-in-law went on a deep dive to try and find nonprofits. Any time that you throw in integrative, a lot of these financial assistance programs will not help you. So if you leave standard care, they don't even want to look at you, even the financial support. So she came across Sabe's Wings, which they're based here in Paso Robles, and they were open to help financially with integrative medicine along with regular standard care. That set them apart. And so she started that process, and fast forward, we then established a really special relationship with the Saberhagens, which are the founders of Sabe's Wings. And Candace Saberhagen, the wife, and I have very similar journeys. She also had the dendritic cell vaccine. She actually went out of the country for that at the time. She also had triple negative breast cancer, so we really align in our stories. And we got to know them and just became really special fast friends. Through this development of Stacie Strong and through this desire to make it a nonprofit and serve the community, we started talking about creating a partnership with Sabe's Wings. So they're a national nonprofit. They are licensed in majority of the states to actually do funding for other cancer patients. And we really wanted to stay local. I mean, this is our hometown, born and raised. We feel so strongly, and we have such a love for this community that we really wanted to stay local. So we came up with this collaboration where Stacie Strong in the future will be kind of the driving force locally, and Sabe's Wings they do serve locally, but they also serve nationally. So recently, within the last month, we have formally been brought on as a subset of Sabe's Wings. So now
awesome.
Stacie Strong is formally nonprofit under the Sabe's Wings organization. And Cody and I recently joined the board of directors with Sabe's Wings as basically we are managing the Stacie Strong. So the hope for this year, I do have some additional bills coming up. We can talk about the vaccine and all that, but the hope and the goal and the desire is to actually have local recipients next year through the Stacie Strong organization and be able to help financially doing the same type of event and fundraiser, but be able to give back. So, and the Sabe's Wings organization has made that huge because with the nonprofit status, we're able to give tax receipts. So any business, even any individual, it's a write-off, which has made it awesome because we feel like we can help those that are giving us by giving them a write-off, and Sabe's Wings has allowed us to do that. So it's been really exciting.
So Stacie, I'm going to ask the hard question because people ask me the question, and I always want to know too. This is almost like an educational journey for me because
me too.
it's the questions that I don't know, and it's I don't ever ask or never had anybody to ask, and I know you're so open, which is awesome.
Absolutely.
But there's so many different cancer foundations that raise money for patients.
Yes.
Care, research, and stuff like that, and this has been going on for so long.
So long.
Why? And so when we ask questions, why don't we have a cure? Why we can build, space shuttles to go to the, why can't we?
Do you want my honest opinion?
Yeah, absolutely.
This is Stacie. I am not. I will.
Yeah, totally.
I am not a medical professional. Okay, I have to put that out there. I mean, cancer is a business. There is billions and billions and billions of dollars that goes into research. I'll give you an example. My mom had cancer 15 years ago. In 2005. Okay, my mom had a different type of breast cancer than I had. I was diagnosed in 2020. 15 years later, we had the exact same treatment. Why is that? After 15 years of research, having totally different types of cancer, you want to tell me that they haven't come up with a better treatment option than what my mom had in 2005? It's a business. They make a ton of money. What would this world look like without cancer?
Exactly. And so I didn't want to say it, but I mean, there's no money
There's
in
no
a cure,
money in a cure.
which is sad.
It's devastating, which is why these pioneers that we have started calling ourselves that are willing to fight and see the other options. I mean, Dr. Von Schaefer is really the pioneer in all this, and trying to, with what little itty bitty resources she has, she's one person, and she's doing this research and figuring out this molecular level and trying to see the cause. You know, they want to do the treatment, but they don't want to look at the cause or the reason or the why, or let's stop it before it gets to the point that it's actually a tumor. I truly believe that it's a money-making business, and I believe that there's no money in a cure, and that's why we're all in a space that we're now in a fight.
And I mean, we talked about diet and our foods. I mean, it also could be that corner road, you know, building that you go to every single day, 3 times, you know, a week. That with the nutrition, because you look at like some of these remote places that, you know, sometimes they don't have any outside sources. They don't have any outside influences. They live off the land.
Yes.
You know, they raise their own plants. They raise their own, you know, product, food, water sources, and everything like that. And cancer is, you know, their leading cause of death is like snake bites and you know, stuff like that.
Right, the elements, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I just read a book. It's called Eat to Beat Disease, and it's a really, really great book. It goes into the diet and all of that, but it actually talks about different regions where there is no cancer, and you're exactly right. It's eating off the land. It's not having all of these additives and these nasty things. Even, you know, the water tables, Dr. Von Schaefer talks about those too. You know, they're putting chemicals in our water. They're doing all the things. Well, what are you supposed to do? Not drink? And, you know, even showering, that's our, you know, we have pores on our skin. It's absorbing in. So what do we do with that? And yes, I think there is elements to doing the very best you can, but it's evident that there is opportunity to stop it, you know,
or help to change the
eradicate.
path,
Yep.
you know. And the water source, that's an interesting. I never thought about the water.
Yep.
You know, so the food you can raise. You know, you can raise your own cattle, your own livestock. What you feed them, obviously.
Yep.
If you want, you know, grow vegetables. No pest. I mean, you can you can control what's inside that. Now the water, that's a different story.
Right. Unless I guess you're out in a well or something along those lines. But yes, I mean, they're treated. The water that we drink, the water that we shower with, the water, everything is treated with chemicals. So that's...
Even like if you were to go to, you know, from the store that's, you know, Rocky Mountain.
Right.
Even that stuff has some sort of treating chemicals of some sort. So without short of like going up into the Sierras and putting your water bottle under the running off of the waterfall, there's really no way to get an actual natural source.
Yes.
Or at least we haven't figured it out.
We haven't,
or don't know about it.
I'm sure there is some sort.
There's gotta be.
There's gotta be. I know Dr. Von Schaefer's looking into like full filtration systems for houses and things like that. She's always, you know, going. But even cell phone towers, right? I mean, the radiation that we receive. It's all a part of it, along with cancer being a business and the money that's made. I think between those two things, coupled them together, it's a really hard thing. Wow. And then just the lack of support if you want to do something different. I think that's also a really big opportunity for change. You know, it's like, okay, you want to do standard care, that's all fine and good, but what do you do if it doesn't work? There is no support in standard care to do something different. Nothing. Right. And, you know, there's opportunity for healing outside of that. But, you know, it's hundreds of thousands of dollars. People can't do that. I can't do that. I have been blessed to be able to scrimp and save over the last 2 years to get to where I am. But, you know, I have many, many friends that have not had the financial ability to continue, and they've passed. And that's disgusting. It's absolutely should not be. Because who has, you know, $15,000 a week to have to pay in cash to stay alive? And that's been my journey for over 2 years now.
Well, it's going to take, you know, pioneers like Dr. Von Schaefer, you know, to change that path and change the envelope and flip the page, because there's so, like I said, you know, mindsets like hers, and hopefully they're starting to change. And, doctors, like what she said, they're one path. They're
Yes.
taught one path. They're taught one way. This is the way to the promised land. Only the only way.
Right.
Right. The medication that they prescribe you, this is the only path. This is the only method. Well, there's no other option. They don't give you another option because either A, they don't know it,
Right.
or B, they're taught that there is no other option. This is the pill for you.
Sure.
When
Yep.
there really is, like Dr. Von Schaefer is finding and you're understanding.
Yes.
But
Other ways.
as more and more of those doctors finally just say, no, we're done with this. We're going to think there's got to be a different way.
There's
and
gotta be.
I like I said, I love your attitude. I love her attitude, because it's the same way with me. I never take that answer as the solid. It's
Right.
there's something else.
Something else.
There's got to
Yeah.
be something else.
It can be a suggestion, but I have a dear friend. She's getting her PA degree right now, and she's having to do clinicals. She believes very strongly in integrative medicine, and that's where she wants to go. So her clinicals are really hard for her because guess what? She's now in a standard care office, and all they do is prescribe. And she says, Stacie, they walk in, and these reps come in with treats and snacks, and hey, give this drug. And so guess what? The next 2 weeks, they're pushing this drug, and she's really struggling because she's like, no, vitamin C and eating healthy and doing this and doing that. But this, it's like, but she has to align because she's in school and all they want to do is prescribe. And she's like, that is not the answer. So it's prevalent. It is across the board. And like you're saying, we can hope that doctors at some point wake up. What's hard is there's money in all these prescriptions and the pharmaceuticals, and it's a tricky thing. We can go down a deep, dark hole, but
it seems like it's like you always hear people that go over the border. They
Yes.
go down to Mexico. They go to other
Overseas.
countries.
Yep.
And
Yep.
things are like a fraction of what the costs are
It's
in
true.
America.
Yes. It is
Because
true.
we finance the medical side finances this lavish life with these, massive houses and stuff like that. So they have to live that lifestyle. And so therefore they have to push the pills, the
Yeah.
new, latest, greatest, here, push this
Yeah.
on, get this in.
Get this
so
in.
that way, and we'll pay you lots of money. There you
Right.
go. And so it's almost like they're salesmen.
It's backwards. And it's sales. I think that the desire to heal has gone out the window. Unfortunately, financial security and money trumps that. So, and I've seen it firsthand, and unfortunately seen it in a lot of, cancer sister and brothers' lives as well. So.
Well, let's move on. Let's get past
Okay.
all the negative
Yeah.
stuff. So, I do want to get the Saberhavens.
Yep, Saberhagen.
I would love to have
yes.
to have her on with
Yes.
yourself. Maybe like the week before the event.
Okay.
The
Yes.
golf tournament. We can have like a week of
That would be
Stacie
great.
Strong and
Oh my
have
gosh.
maybe have them on. Maybe have some
Dr.
like if
Von
you have
Schaefer?
other friends or patients that have battled and won.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it would be I definitely want to have Dr. Von Schaefer on again.
Let's do it.
Is she going to be here?
Unfortunately, she's not. She is very busy. People are
Okay.
starting to find out about Dr. V, and I actually just had a treatment with her on Monday, and her calendar is very full, which is exciting. I think people are really getting to have this hope that she's providing. So, yeah, she'll be down in Southern California, but she'd love to call in, I'm sure. She
that was
really
fun.
loved. And Candace and Brett will be at Stacie Strong, so they're going to be supporting us. We're going to formally make an announcement that we have, partnered with them during the event. So that's going to be a huge part of the day as well. So
will you always continue like that? So you'll just be a minor league, so to speak.
Yeah, we're going
off
to
of
be
them.
basically a program. So
Awesome. For local.
For local.
'Cause they're still local. They're local people, but
they
their
are.
program is nationwide.
Yep. They're out at Lake Nussin, and so they're local here. But they service nationally, which is great. We need that too. But we, like I said, Cody and I really have a heart for this community. You all have come alongside us. We wouldn't be here if it weren't for the community support. This is our third year, and the events carried us. There's just no way we could have done it. So our
Almost
heart's
sold
here.
out. Almost sold out.
Sold out. Yes. yes.
Two more. You guys got two more foursomes. We are the 23rd. Okay,
Yes.
this event is June 9th at the Hunter Ranch Golf Course.
Yes.
Which they have been very warm welcomed for the
Yes,
event.
absolutely.
We went out there last week with Nicole, and they had Austin Hope their event out there, golf tournament as well. So which was kind of set up the same way. They're like on the golf the tee right when we walked up. I'm not a golfer, so I don't know which one it is. It's just the first one I saw.
Right.
But they had to wear an Elvis wig. So they had to wear the Elvis glasses, and they were playing Elvis music, and that's what they had to tee off. So
I love
So that's what you're doing with your whole sponsors, which I've been anybody that I know, I'll be like, hey, you guys got to do it. It's $200 or $300, whatever it was.
Yeah.
I said, you just go out there and have fun at these holes.
Absolutely.
With people. And like I said, when they were doing that, it was just so, it was so funny. They were taking pictures, and they had an Elvis stand up, and it was
I
the
love
Elvis
that.
one.
So this is the first year we're doing the whole takeovers, and I'm really excited. Saves Wings did that last year, and they had so much fun. So I think we have about 6 or 7 different businesses that will be there doing whatever they want. I mean, it's just going to be a fun time.
I would love to know which businesses are going to be at the holes.
Okay.
Because that would be an interesting. Because I just think that part of it's just. It's not very expensive to be involved.
No,
it's a great way for these local businesses to showcase, themselves, introduce themselves to the local, because there's going to be there's 125 golfers.
Yes.
Just golfers alone.
Just golfers.
We're not talking about anything else.
Right.
But I mean, just this is a great advertising platform.
Absolutely. Everyone's going to be walking through.
Right.
So,
give them, samples of things. Give them a goofy golf ball with your name on it or something like that. But samples of local cocktails or food or something like that.
Right. Yeah. No, I can give you that list. We're still confirming the last bit because we want to make sure that everyone is available and able to be there. But we're really excited. We've had a lot of interest. So
that's
it's going to be really fun. And then the after party.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah, because that is also, I think people think it's just the golf part, but it's almost 2 separate events in the fact that the morning is the golf and then afternoon's open for everybody. Anyone can come. We have stuff for kids. We have stuff for any age group. We have a bounce house coming out. We actually talked about having like a little kids corner, so we might have some little fun activities for kiddos. And that starts at 1. So we're going to have the live band. We're going to have food. We're going to have drinks. Wine Shine is supporting us this year, so we're actually going to do some cocktails.
Oh, Patrick over there at Wine Shine.
Patrick's going to, yep, he's supporting us there. We have Negronte's ice cream. We have it's going to be a great day. And then the silent auction is open for everybody. So right now we have 80 some odd items and looking to probably hit closer to 100 this year with some really cool stuff. So we're really hoping community comes out because that's what we're all about. We want to have a great time. We want to just open it up to all and not have just the golfers there. So there's no max. There you can come day of. It's a busy weekend, I think, with a lot of stuff going on with graduations and stuff. But if you want to come for an hour or 30 minutes and just check it out, come do your bid. We're actually taking information, card information and registration information early on. That way, if you need to leave, you can leave and, still have the opportunity to win that item. Obviously, if someone comes after you and bids higher. But
you have somebody on the phone, hey, you guys, you just got outbid. Do you want me to up you?
Yeah, we've had that.
Right?
We have absolutely had that. I had a girlfriend that had COVID last year. She couldn't come. So she was like, wait, where are we at here? To make sure. So there's opportunity for all, and we really want to encourage the whole community to come out for the after party. Come at 1, you're going to have food, drink, fun, band, dessert, all the things, and we're hoping that portion is just as successful as the golf.
Well, Hunter Ranch is a very beautiful course. It's a very beautiful landscape. Scott was telling us about the future expansion plans for that place.
Yeah.
And it's such an amazing course for the visual landscape of the North County. Mm-hmm. You can see everything. It sits on top of the hill. You can see north, south, west, east. You have the rolling vineyards. The expansion on the I don't even know what hole that one is, just over there where
that one.
Where he said the alcohol cart was going to be. That's what I'm going to reference it as, the alcohol cart.
Yes.
Hole.
Yep, there you go.
Over there is going to be like a resort.
It is. Yeah, he explained that the first time we did the walkthrough as well. It's pretty incredible. They have big plans. And it is. It's a beautiful area. We're hoping to have great weather. We're hoping that it's just, a really fun day.
It's like I said, this is your 30 year.
Yes.
Third year, not 30. Third year. Your third year.
Third year.
And it's looking to be another more successful than it has been in the last couple of years.
Yes.
And then the golfers, do you know on the golfers that came back from last year to this year, do you know the percentage of them?
That's a good question. That would be a Nicole question.
Okay.
She is our director and she's on the backside, so she has all of those numbers. But we've seen a lot of people with the early registration. I know that we promoted that. That's when we saw a lot of people come back. And then just new relationships that we've established over the years, which has been really neat from last year to this year. Through Sabe's Wings and people that we've met, they're jumping on board too. So it's really neat to see not only people from last year, but new relationships that we're establishing, because that's what this community is all about, is coming together, getting to know the people here, the business owners. But I will say we have quite a few businesses, Brian's Bread being one of them, Negrante's being one of them, that have come back and want to be a part of it. Paso Bounce with our bounce house, he was supposed to come the first year as well, actually, but we had a tsunami rain. We decided to do it in December. It was wild.
That year?
But yeah, exactly. But we have had sponsors year in year, and that's what has really just made me so happy that they are wanting to be a part of this year after year. So majority of our sponsors, actually, I think pretty much all of our sponsors from last year are here this year, as far as day of. So we have Zio Brand Meats. They've been with us for a couple of years. And again, Negrante's, we have...
Now, Zio Brand is a new business that just opened here, too.
Yeah, they're up in Paso. And
by Lowe's.
By Lowe's. Go check them out. He is awesome. And
that's John.
John
with Zio Brands.
He's so cool. So we have worked with him now for a couple of years. He's graciously, offered us the meat to have at the event, and honestly we had people that were like, where did you get this? This is the best tri-tip. We do tri-tip and chicken, and it just, we had so much fun. So they're back as well. We do Polly's Pizza, which is a friend of ours that makes wood fire pizzas. He's been with us 3 years in a row. And so throughout the day, we're actually having him start early so that, golfers that are coming by with, you guys and stuff, that we can just run some pizza out to him.
Oh, because he's going to be up by the clubhouse.
He's going to be right there. So Polly's Pizza, and his pizza is phenomenal.
Is he around here?
He's local. He does it for fun.
So it's like a trailer. He pulls the trailer. Okay, I think I've seen it.
He's got a whole trailer with a, wood fire deal, and he just starts busting those out. He pre-makes all, and he has sourdough starter that he's had for years, and so all of his crusts are from his starter, and it's so good. It is so, so good. So he starts busting those out pretty early on in the day, keep people
That's super fun.
Eating, right? So we've got a lot of really fun things.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I like the business shout outs because it's such a great, and we really push that here, buy local to support local.
Yes.
These are the local businesses that are out here being a part of organizations, being a part of fundraisers. When you see the business signs and banners around the football fields and baseball fields, those are the businesses that you need to support. I don't see Amazon out there. I don't see, all these other, places that people go to. They're not out there. It's the local guys like that.
It is, and it's really neat to see them come back and be interested in our story. I mean, so many people. Cider Creek is a huge one too. The 3 years in a row, Brad at Cider Creek and his wife, they've come alongside, and they're invested in our journey. And it's so much more than them just offering breakfast burritos. We're partners with them, and we've established friendships, and it's really, really cool. And that's, I think, what sets this community apart, is we have these beautiful sponsors year after year that want to come alongside and make this event successful. I mean, who doesn't want a breakfast burrito and a Bloody Mary to start their day?
Right. Well, it's funny you mentioned Brad and Becky, and we were talking about, the whole, I'm not going to take that for an answer. I mean, they're very well that type of mentality as well.
Definitely.
And so that's why they are as successful as they are, and their business is thriving.
Yes.
Because during that COVID time, they said, we're not accepting this.
Right, and we're all for
and
that.
And very community oriented.
Yes.
I mean, they're very involved.
I had the honor of meeting Becky last year, and, she has a journey as well with cancer, and so we've connected on that level, and just beautiful people. So, yeah. I'm excited. I'm very excited for this year. I don't want to jinx it, but I do feel like it's going to be the best year yet, just with the amount of people that have come alongside. And so many people are excited, which makes me even more excited. And Cody and I are there all day. Cody, actually, he's decided not to golf because he wants to be on the golf course and go bug all the golfers, which I think is great. So he'll be whizzing around and just be really present with everybody. So him and I will probably be whizzing around all morning, just trying to connect with people and hang out and have fun.
Cool.
So.
Well, we're excited. Like I said, we're excited, and I'm excited because you're excited. Who cannot get excited around you? Because I mean,
Oh, good.
you have such a great personality. It's like, how can anybody feel negative or have negative feel? I mean, you just can't, because you're so positive. Your energy just radiates, out, which absorbs and probably attracts why you are so successful in this, journey. With the friends and family and businesses that want to be a part of this. And it's all about attitude, and you have an amazing attitude.
You know what, though? I am extremely blessed to be here. In all reality, I don't mean to be negative, but I would not be on this earth if it weren't for this journey and the support. I wouldn't be here. So every day that I wake up, it's a blessing, and I'm so thankful to be here. And, yesterday I was just walking and the sun was shining, and I just looked up and I'm like, thank the Lord I'm here, that I can feel the sun on my face. Like, hallelujah, this is awesome. What a great day, and it just totally changes your perspective when you're told that you're going to die. And here we are.
That'll do it.
Absolutely.
So Stacie, before we wrap this up, do you want to thank anybody else? I know you got a ton of people, and I don't want to put you on the spot where you have to get on your phone and.
I know. We have so many people. All of our day of sponsors that I mentioned, along with, we have Turnkey Property Management. They're one of our largest sponsors this year, along with San Luis Property Management. They're at the top tier, and we've just had so many people come alongside. If you guys want to visit either our website or our Stacie Strong Instagram, we want to do a really good job of highlighting all of our sponsors. So not just day of, but everyone that has actually purchased a sponsorship. So we have my friend Joyana, she manages all of the social media. Go ahead and give us a follow, because we will be highlighting everybody. There's so many different people. Obviously, we have the day of, that makes the world go round, right? But we also have the purchase sponsors, and we have a long list of people that have given financially to just support us and make this event happen. So we're at b.staciestrong on Instagram. We have a very active page. And sponsorships are still available, so we want to make sure that we get back. Too. And whole sponsorships.
Have some fun.
We're going to have banners there that are going to list all the sponsorships. We also have an MC, a DJ, that's going to be calling out sponsors all day long. So there's too many to necessarily list, but we are always looking for more, and we're really, really, really excited. This year's going to be great.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Going to be great. And silent auction items. I can't forget to plug that. We're still accepting silent auction items until the 2nd. So we do want to have a pretty hard cutoff, because we've got to put everything in the system and get everything going so that the day of runs smoothly. But we're still accepting baskets, experiences, wineries. Obviously, tastings are huge. So if there's anyone that has any connections with the wine industry, we'd love those as well. And that's through our website. Everything is tax deductible. And my mom's the runner, so she's running around picking those things up, so they don't have to worry about dropping them off. My mom can go get those. So it's a team. Cool. It's a family effort.
Very cool. And you got to be proud of that.
Yes. I'm very thankful.
Very awesome. Well, Stacie, thank you so much for coming on again. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
And
go ahead.
Thanks, Eric. So I'm going to let you talk about it, because I don't know anything about it.
Oh, well, so, you're the guy behind it.
Well, but you guys are going to be you guys are going to be selling these shirts. Yeah. So you guys are going to be having some shirts, and everybody's going to be wearing them.
Yes.
And so then after the fact, they can receive a shirt that they can order at the event. Yes. And or before. They can even order right now. You guys can start your ordering right now.
Absolutely. So with this transition with Sabe's Wings, we're really, really excited to have a new logo that we are kind of doing a soft launch for this year. And with that, we do have new merch. So we're going to have t-shirts. We have a few different options of tanks and sweatshirts and all the things. And this is going to be our new logo. That is a triple negative cancer cell. So that's kind of the meaning behind that. And we're really excited to offer these at the event, like you said. And then we're going to have a smaller quantity, but we actually will have the option to purchase there. And then obviously, we have Randy here doing all the screen printing, and then we'll be able to offer those, as soon as they're available.
But they can pre-order them.
They can
totally which is obviously what you're going to want to do.
Yep.
So you're going to want to be selling them between now and then.
Yep.
And then at the event, people can select
what they want,
how they want it, black shirt, red, whatever
Yep.
it may be.
Yep.
And then they can continue. And so and that's also the help of the awareness.
Yes.
Of what that is. Because people do say, what is it? Stacie Strong. Well, your last name's not Strong.
Right.
Right.
Some people think it is, but it's not.
Stacie Athon.
That's right. You got it. Yes. So yes, T-shirts, and we do have other options. We have some crew necks. We have sweatshirts. So pre-orders are available, and we're really excited to get that launch out. Yeah.
Well, like I said, I'm looking forward to the week because the week before, because I think that would be awesome to try to get in as many people as we can.
Let's do it.
Because we're in a 1 week, 7-day area where nobody really schedules what they're doing that weekend until the weekend or the Monday before.
Sure. Yes.
Time, work, whatever it is, chaos.
Right.
So it's
graduation.
Like, okay, right, we are going to be in town.
Yeah.
We can go, we can attend. So we really want to pump the after party.
Yes, come.
That's where the live auction, or the silent auction. Silent auction happens. Raffles, 50-50s. That's where all the fun happens.
That's where all the fun, and come, even if it's for an hour, just come on down. You are welcome, and enjoy some yummy food. Yeah. We want to just totally have
families welcome, kids zones.
Please. Yeah, totally. Everybody, come on down.
And you don't have to be a good golfer to participate.
No, I don't golf, guys. I don't golf.
You just need one person that's good.
Yeah,
to get you around the course. Otherwise, you're stuck on the putting green.
Exactly. Or just come after. Yeah. So, and the golfers all kind of hang out afterwards too. So it's a party.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, cool, Stacie. I appreciate you coming on.
Thanks,
Appreciate being a part of this journey, and looking forward to the golf tournament on June 9th.
Hope to see everybody there. Thanks,
all right.
guys.
Well, there you have it, guys. Hey, make sure if you guys have not been there, okay, go check out Stacie Strong. If you want to be, there's 2 more foursomes left. Okay, if you want to be a part, it's going to be held at Hunter Golf Course June 9th. 2 foursomes left. It's going to be a super fun day. Lots and lots of vendors, lots and lots of prizes that you guys can win through the silent auction, and you can be a part of this wonderful journey. But as always, guys, we can't do this without you and our sponsors. We'd like to thank Esclar Wines, Wine Travelers Hideaway, Visit Atascadero, 805 Customs, Santo Brothers Plumbing, North County Junk Removal, Hanson Enterprises, Story Termite Pest Control, Borhone Auto Center, Kennedy Club Fitness, Airflow Filter Services, Suprema Meat Market, Ron Mullins with Parkside Remax, and MGP Coatings, guys. Hey, thanks again. We'll see you out at the course.
Hi, this is Dave Story, small game hunter with Story Termite and Pest. We're a full-service termite and pest control company. From rodents to termites, we can take care of all your pest control needs. Call today. We can tailor a pest control program that will meet your needs and budget. Contact us at 805-460-0650 or at storytermite.com. Remember, we don't have customers, we have friends.
Hi, it's Alex with Suprema Meat Market. We are a Mexican meat market with a taqueria. Come enjoy our high-quality cuts of meats. We offer choice and prime Harris Ranch beef, as well as chicken, seafood, and pork items. In the taqueria, all of our tacos come with handmade tortillas. We also offer specialty items like chilaquiles and chile rellenos. Come enjoy Taco Tuesday with Suprema. We offer our tacos at $1.99 each. Suprema Meat Market is located at 8950 Montecito Avenue in Atascadero.
Are you tired of looking at that worn-out concrete garage floor, patio, or porch? Look no further than MGP Coatings, where customer service reigns supreme. Our team goes above and beyond to ensure your satisfaction every step of the way. Before we even start coating, we meticulously repair your concrete, ensuring a flawless finish that lasts. And here's the best part. Our Pentec coatings are 4 times stronger than epoxy, so they won't chip or peel, making maintenance a breeze. Plus, they come with a limited lifetime warranty. Call us today at 805-952-5301 or check out our Facebook and Instagram and experience the MGP coating difference. Don't wait. Transform your garage, patio, porch, or driveway and become a part of the MGP coating family.
What's up, North County? This is Teresa Branch with Airflow Filter Service. We are a family-owned business right here in the North County. We have air filters, oils and lubricants, and hydraulic hoses. We provide services that include air filter cleaning, DPF cleaning, and waste oil collection. Come check us out at 1140 Ramada Drive, and we can help you with all your automotive and industrial vehicle needs.
Hi, this is Omid
and Deanna
at North County Junk Removal. We are a business known for helping our neighbors and our community.
Let us help you save money and get rid of any unwanted items.
And rest assured that our professional team adheres to global standards of safety and recycling. We are fully licensed and insured for your peace of mind.
We are locally owned and operated, and we look forward to helping you with all your junk removal needs.
Please call us at 805-769-6966.
Atascadero isn't your standard getaway. We're unique, just like you. We're growing, transforming, and figuring it out as we go. We're a town filled with innovators, artists, makers, and game changers. We're a little bit country, a little bit funky, and always authentic. We're here for your good times, your slow times, and your changing times. We're all in Atascadero. Come see for yourself. Learn more at visitatascadero.com.
What's up, North County? Nate Santos here, owner of Santos Bros Plumbing. You might recognize me with my dancing horses at local events such as the Atascadero Tamale Festival, Templeton 4th of July, and Paso Pioneer Day. I am now available for all your home plumbing service and repair needs, from minor drips and drops to emergency leaks and clogs. For the best plumbing service, call Santos Bros Plumbing, pipe wranglers to the rescue.
Hi, welcome to Kennedy Club Fitness, where we have something for everyone. We have weights, cardio, group exercise classes, racquetball, basketball, swimming, and pickleball coming soon. Here at Kennedy, we're committed to health, wellness, and community. Stop by any of our 4 locations: Paso Robles, Atascadero, San Luis Obispo, and Arroyo Grande, or check out our website at kennedyclubs.com.